And we are live. What is up? Hey, that's live. Hello, everyone who's going to join us on YouTube and the Twitter. What is up, bright and early, to all you little freaks watching the replay, you little voyeurs, you. It's bright and early. I'm sorry. I need to bring some kind of energy, hence why I got my hot coffee, man. I don't know why I did this because I got a hoodie on, or a sweater on, a jumper on. There we go. Let's get the English slang going. I got a jumper on.
That's just stupid. Sorry.
I'm a little too warm. I'm a little too warm. I don't think that far into it. It's just like that's why I always do cold brew. If I had cold brew, this wouldn't be a problem. I'd be like,
They really
ooh.
call a sweatshirt a jumper?
Yeah, like sweaters. Yep. Yeah, they're called jumpers.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, I mean,
y'all got it, bro.
Yeah,
I got y'all
yeah.
first. So y'all the OGs.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. I am here with the bros, Tom, Bob, and Sharpie. It's bright and early. Sharpie, you're coming off a beautiful UNC win. How are you feeling? How are things?
For those that don't know, UNC, University of North Carolina, is a better basketball program today than Duke. They've always been a better basketball program today than Duke, and I get to revel in that for the next 3 weeks. On top of like ending Coach K's coaching career with a loss in the Final Four, which they can never come back from. But I am great. It is a great day in this Black History Month. Because we don't support no devils in the house, Lord.
Amen.
Tom, how are you, bro?
So I missed you guys on Thursday. I had a nice little social engagement, yes. And so that social engagement reconnected on Saturday. So let's. I'll just put this. I went to bed at 6:00 last night. Keep it at that.
So basically, you PM. Okay. Yes. I was like, so you took a nap?
No. Like I got like all of the rest.
All the rest. Good sleep. That Saturday sleep.
Yes, that good sleep. Exactly.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually did too. I wasn't in bed at 6, but I'm pretty sure I was in bed about like 8:30. I've been kind of burning my candle a little too low these last few days. So I was like, all right, I gotta go to bed. I can't do this.
Yep.
That's great. Oh yeah, there's a soccer match going on. There's a soccer
match. There is a soccer match going on. Yes.
There is a soccer match.
There we go.
Just wanted to give people enough time to get on and get to where we are. And
for sure,
see, we got a little
stupid
early
lineup again. The stupid numerical lineup.
Yeah.
It's so upsetting.
Yeah, it really is. So we got Keating in goal. Left to right defenders, we have Layla Wahhabi, Alex Greenwood, Laya Alexandri, Kirsten Kasparai. Midfield, Yui Hasagawa, Laura Coombs, Philippa Engeldahl. Up top, Dynamic 3, Lauren Hemp, Bunny Shaw, Chloe Kelly. This is probably this is probably the lineup that we're going to see going forward. We know that Gareth Taylor does not like to make a lot of changes to the lineup if he can avoid it. And this is just probably what I mean. I know that we brought in Laura Blinkilde-Brown, and all of the players that we brought in at the end of the transfer window, all very young. But like with most young players, like Gareth doesn't always play the young players, so like he's pretty set on his lineup. So this is what we're going to see probably for a while.
Why do you think Alana isn't in? Because for the last 2 weeks, he's like, yeah, I can play Alana. Yeah, she's fine. And then just doesn't play Alana. So it's just like, what are you doing, Gareth?
I think that we are not seeing Alana because this kicks off 3 matches in 7 days. situation. And Steph Houghton has picked up that knock. So one of either Greenwood or Alexandria is going to have to play most of those minutes. So, and I shout out to Flops, who was actually the one that brought up this point. We're probably going to have to manage all 3 of those minutes. So it would not surprise me if she got a 75th minute sub and then started midweek against Spurs in the Conti Cup match. So yeah, we're probably going to see her, but that doesn't necessarily mean that like that she's out of favor or whatever. It's just kind of like managing, rotating those minutes. And to me, I think that just because she is a right-footed center back, like you're not going to see she and Alexandria play together.
Yeah,
like that's just kind of a madness. So probably Greenwood's going to shoulder a lot of those minutes, and we just need to make sure that she is healthy and is well disciplined, because we cannot have her picking up any cards, especially this week, because we got Spurs. We're going to North London again.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I mean, yes, they are all cup competitions, but they're all cup competitions that we want to win.
Yes.
It's time to get some trophies.
Yes, very much would like to win. Do you think we'll see Blinkade Brown at all? Maybe like 15 minutes? Obviously this is pending if we have a lead. I would assume maybe if we have a lead, I wouldn't assume she'd be the first sub. But I feel like he'd have to put some other people on, see how that goes, and then maybe put her on.
So I was thinking about this, and I was looking back at like what Leicester had done against Arsenal, what Leicester had done against Chelsea, and like those were really large score lines that Chelsea and Arsenal had put on both of them. I think it was like 6-1, 5-2, or something like, or 6-2, 5-1, something like that, for each of them. So we like our only fixture against Leicester, we just put the 1 goal past them when we played them at their place. So this is, to me, if we're going to continue to have that lead on Arsenal, be in touching distance with Chelsea, we need to put a big scoreline on here. So I could actually see her subbing in, even in a situation where it's like, oh, it's a two goal lead, City, like 2-0, and it's the 60th minute.
Can I take the opposite stance?
Yes.
Like, as much as I love a good new signing and a new young hot prospect, I honestly feel like caping for those who have worked so hard all season and I have had lower minutes, like a Esme Morgan, a Jess Park, right? Like Ruby, Mary, like those 4, I think, obviously they've been there longer. They have a little bit of seniority. I think they need the time because, as we know, without Joe Ward, like you're going to have more rotation in the midfield. Injuries can always happen. And so I think, honestly, of course, like it would be cool to like have the brand new player come in and it's like a celebration game, right? We're up 4-0 and like everybody just have fun. Use all 5 subs, whatever. But even if it's like a 1 or 2 goal lead, like I really hope that we do get some rotation with those younger players because they will be needed against Spurs. We're not going to go back to back same 11 in 3 days. So it's definitely important to like get them, game ready.
Yeah, I think that we're going to see a lot. Regardless of what happens, I would not be surprised to see halftime subs. Like, just regardless, like, and that's not to say that like that player
someone's doing bad. It's just looking forward.
Correct. Yeah, it's like
try to take care of business early.
Exactly.
Have a nice good lead, and then they'll start to get some new bodies out there. I'm with it. I think they'll be great, and I mean, because I think this 11 has to start against Arsenal.
Yes.
And like Spurs can be kind of a blended like rotation if you need it, right? Alana comes in, maybe you get a demi game, but like just to keep it fresh. But yeah, our best 11 has to go up against Arsenal. Because obviously they're better than Spurs. So
man, yeah, I'm all for Big Mace getting some playing time. It's me not seeing her has kind of like gassed me down because at the beginning of the season I was just like Ruby, and just really haven't seen her. And then Garrett's words about her like really bummed me out because you're just like, yes, I'm acknowledging that she has told me that she wants to play more. She actually wouldn't mind playing more forward. And we just lost Jill Roord, but we'll see. It's just like, what? I mean, obviously he's there in the trainings and stuff, but for what Coombs does and what Engdahl does, I mean, I'm not trying to like take away from them, but I don't really see much of a steep drop off between those two. I guess it's just more of a what you're going to get consistently with those players because they play more often, but also you can only fix that with Ruby by playing her.
And I mean that's why she left Arsenal's academy in the first place, because like she didn't really see a time or a pathway to the first team, and she is going to be out of contract at the end of the season too. So
Yes.
that's like oh well, maybe we should maybe think about like what are we going to do?
And
Are the
Garrett,
kids there to replace her? Is that really because there's only so many spots? Like
it would be
realistically,
it would bum me out because Gareth has also acknowledged that Ben Clade's she's really close with Keating and Mace. He said specifically that they are like best friends. So to bring Blinkade in and then get rid of Mace, I mean, I know this is sort of kind of how City women work, is where we just like lose people that we were kind of excited about seeing, but I don't know, it would just be a cold world.
I think that if Engeldahl's not going to sign an extension, you kind of have to keep Mace because she is one of those midfielders that is experienced in the system. I don't know necessarily if that is. I mean, she is a younger player than Engeldahl, so like if that's part of the thought process behind it too. But Engeldahl is like only 26, 27, so like she's in her prime. So it's one of those kind of catch 22 sort of things. So um, Niels and Gareth are going to have to sign one of the two of them.
this is a great problem to have, though. When you're
Yeah,
talking
it
about
is.
having so much talent at a crucial position, right? Midfield is where you win or lose the game, and the fact that nobody's old. Like Jill Ward's the oldest one, right? And like,
Mhm.
but she's obviously still a baller, and she'll be coming back off injury, so we won't see her until probably like December-ish, maybe
Yeah.
the new year. So it's like you need everybody you can to make this work. And to supplement that front three, right? Because without that engine in the midfield, our front three is limited. So you
Yes.
have to make sure that it stays on top. And I mean, with Yui there, best DM in the league, like it definitely helps a lot.
Yeah.
Man, another Yui interview dropped of her just being asked questions from her old team in Japan, and then a few like fans asking questions. The first question that she was asked, I like shared the clip, just like the screenshot of it. But they were like, "Yui, how do you score?" And she was like, "Well, I'm
I
an
don't.
8. I
She's
don't
like,
know how to
she's like,
score."
she's like, I'm a 6, so I don't
Oh,
really
yeah, sorry, I'm a
score.
6, so I don't really score. Sorry. Yeah, but
Not my
I just
job. Not my job.
yeah, I love her real like the entire time. She was just like, so this. She did say that ever since she was tiny, she had always worked on her stop and turn, and that's why she's so good at it,
So
because that
good
was
at
just
it.
like all she would. That's all she would do all day, is just work on getting the ball turning, getting the ball turning. All right, this Leicester side, I'm not very familiar with them.
I feel like
I
Kiki
was
Palmer right now. I'm sorry to that woman. I don't know that woman.
oh, shout out to One Football. I did a bench. I have finally made the transition from Foot Mob to One Football. So
Gang,
respect.
gang, what up? We here.
Right. So in goal,
Oh, that's
they have Lise Kopp, which I'm not really sure why they're not starting Yanina Leitzig, but maybe she's hurt. Courtney Nevin at fullback, Julie Tebow as center back, Sophie Howard at center back, Janice Kamen at fullback, outside back. Their midfield is Catherine Bott, Sayori Takarada, and Samantha Tierney. And then up top, they have Shannon O'Brien, Yuta Rantala, and Yuka Momiki. So they do have a very large Japanese influence in their squad. So looks like he's going to be able to communicate in Japanese on the pitch, which we love. I would actually, and um, she will probably try to erase Takarada because I know that she's their biggest playmaker right now. So uh, there's not anyone necessarily on their team sheet that scares me necessarily. Their form has been really up and down, honestly, since since the first of the year. They won their FA Cup match, then they lost their consecutive League Cup matches, and then um, they had they played Everton in another League Cup match and a league match. Won both of those. Everton put out their much weaker side during the midweek, so that's why that scoreline is so high. Um, they're they can score, yes, but I think it's like one of those like only if given opportunities, and they're going to need the ball, and we're probably not going to give them the ball. Like this is like this is probably going to be one of those like City had 77% possession this match, like even in um the match that uh like the smash and grab at their place,
Mm-hmm.
like that was a 50-50 possession match. So and that might have been, and some of that might have just been because they are such a counter team, like let's try and see what they do with the ball. But I have a feeling that yeah, we're gonna pretty much dominate possession in this particular match.
And that's what I would assume as well. But again, flops. She was a little like hesitant and apprehensive, and I was like, I can't be super excited and think that we're gonna run it up if she's then gonna be like, I don't know, because half of my energy kind of runs off of her. So it's just like, maybe she knows something I don't. But also, our team has been playing so great as of recently, and I've been holding the ball really well. The I will say, our offense, the firepower is it's obvious that it's not there with Roar being off. So that I guess that is kind of the thing that scares me because yeah, they could potentially just make it really tough for us to create.
I mean, it's kind of like I think it's a similar situation to the men, right? Where when you lose a Holland, right, you still can score. You're just not probably going to score the 4, 5, 6 goals. It might be in the 2, 3 range, like we saw last week, right? And
Mm-hmm.
so, as long as like we only have conceded 8 WSL goals, which is insane in 12 matches.
Yeah,
They've only scored 16, so it's not like they're scoring a bunches of goals either.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if we just lock up 2-0, that's a great game, right? It may
Yeah.
not get you the subs you want early in the rest, but
Mm-hmm.
we're not going to beat ourselves. And that's the first step. It's like there's no giveaway goals where we have to come back like we were doing last year early in the season. It's like, no, we're just going to dominate you from the jump. You might get a chance because that's football, but if you don't score that chance, more than likely you're going to get a shutout. And I think we're going to keep that clean sheet today. Nothing. I don't have any pause
yeah,
from them.
I would agree. We're definitely going to keep the clean sheet. I think that with Jill Roord being out, so much of defenses now are going to focus just solely on Bunny and or focus on making sure that she's not getting service from the wings outside. So you're probably going to get those cutback balls can still be there. It's just going to be a matter of whether or not Engeldahl or Coombs are going to step into the box to like make those midfield runs from the midfield into the box just to be available for the cutback. Because we've seen from last year that that is something that Laura Coombs can do. Like so it's not like this is something that's foreign to her. That being stated, that's not necessarily what she has been asked to do this season. So I could see a big Laura Coombs game, like just seeing like her getting 2 goals, Bunny getting like one of the front three, getting another one, and we just wrap it up 3-0 victory at the Joy Stadium.
Tom, do you think that Leicester will try to play out, or do you think they'll just be like risk averse and just hoof it down the pitch?
I think that they're probably going to be more risk averse than they were at home. So I have a feeling that Willie Kirk's going to have them set pretty deep in this particular match, and then just kind of make us break them down.
Gotcha. Yeah, totally agree. Exciting. Another win.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go take over North London
London
Wednesday,
again.
Sunday.
Yes, exactly.
That's what we do. Running back.
Yes.
3 matches, 3 competitions.
So I got 3-0 on the scoreline. What y'all got?
I like that.
I'm gonna go 2-0. I'm gonna go 2-0. Cute 2.
I will say 3-0, but for the sake of not agreeing with each other, I'll say 4-0. I know we're gonna score more than 1. I would love to believe we're gonna score more than 2. And if we score 4, I definitely would lose it. And I feel like if we score 4, that's definitely the subs have come in and they've kept the energy up. And that's why we're able to score some more. Oh. Also, this match is on FA Player.
FA Player. Yes.
FA Player. And so we will be back tonight to record. The episode will be out for you. Then Tuesday night, I am having on Toffee Bluecast to do a match preview for City versus Everton. And then we got Wednesday, we got 3 friends coming on. Deepti, Emily, and Megan. They're gonna come on, and we're gonna do a breaking bread for City women versus Arsenal. We got our lit stream on Thursday. We got all the shows for you this week. Actually, it's insane. Well, let's go, City. Come on, our baby blue baddies. You all know the vibes. Shady gang, shady gang, shady gang.